Scott Bauer. He's the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy, joining us this afternoon for a look at a few he's got his eye on. Scott, welcome. Earlier in the show, we took a look at Newmont posting new highs with gold on the move higher as well. Not all the miners have been able to benefit, though. Let's talk gold first back above 16, and then we'll talk about how Barrick, ticker symbol GOLD, and how Anglo Gold, ticker symbol AU, are telling two different stories. Talk to us first and foremost about this move up that we're seeing in /GC.
Yeah, eighth session in a row. It's up 12 out of the last 13 sessions. And, it's bottom line, it's all about the coronavirus as people are looking for that safe haven trade. Bottom line, nothing new here. It's unbelievable, though, how much that we have seen pump in here, along with the yields that we've seen in the bond market as well. So, it's really advanced along with the fears of the coronavirus and bottom line, the economic growth forecasts that we're starting to see trickle in outside of China, some chinks in the armor there.
Yeah, so we were taking a look at Newmont, ticker symbol NEM, to new highs on earnings and expectations, but we also have Barrick Gold, ticker symbol GOLD,
yep,
to new highs. It looks like up to 21.31 today, Scott, but they're down right now by about 0.5%. AU, Anglo Gold, is also down today. What are you seeing in terms of those two individual names?
I think the miners are really a different animal than just looking at gold bullion.
Great point. Good reminder.
The last time we had this massive run in gold, okay, this massive run, the miners did participate, and they got absolutely decimated, because what happened was, as many of these miners started to appreciate in value and as the stock prices went up, there were all of these capital expenditures as these stocks got really expensive. And I think what you're seeing now is a lot of caution in the market with the miners because of what happened.
All right, let's move on from the miners and this move up that we're seeing in gold to, well, let's talk Domino's Pizza, Yum Brands, and Pizza Hut in terms of some of the activity that we're seeing there. Let's begin with DPZ in terms of what you're seeing in Domino's, because they're on the move, to say the least.
No doubt about it. And I don't get this move up. I mean, the metrics weren't all that great. They didn't seem in their report today. There was a very nice shining start of the report that they hiked their dividend by 20%.
Yeah.
Maybe the street is just looking at their dominance over Papa John's, which we're going to see here in a moment. But, when you break down all the metrics here, I didn't see anything that would really, stand behind this massive rise today, other than right now in the marketplace, Ben, you see this with these big time stocks that are just making massive moves, like a stamps.com today, for instance, where they're almost cult-like. And obviously Tesla is the leader of that. And there's this herd mentality out there in the marketplace for retail investors. I just don't see what the big rise is in Domino's.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I think investors are getting excited is you can probably attribute some of their digital footprint and the progress they've made there. What are you hearing in terms of the expectations that Yum Brands, biggest franchisee of Pizza Hut stores, I think it was something like 12 or 1,400, and I think something like 300 Wendy's branches, is potentially filing for bankruptcy. Maybe Pizza Hut and potentially Papa John's, which is up 2.75% to a new high today as well. Maybe they're benefiting from some of the market share gain.
They definitely are. And it's funny you bring up, the Pizza Hut side of things, because I had talked with you just a short while ago how I thought Yum might even spin off Taco Bell. But with Pizza Hut, I think that what you're seeing is the domino effect. It is just absolutely, the go-to in that space. In terms of Papa John's, okay, for me, this one is totally a stock where it's going up, not just in concert with Domino's, but because people on the street in retail may think it's going to be in play. Look, Papa John, I'm talking about the man Papa John, I forget his last name, that was behind this. He's probably dressing up in a tuxedo and a top hat doing a dance to get this thing sold. And I think that may be why we're seeing a rise there.
on the move today, up on the day by 2.75%. Pizza Hut, again, the news of seems to be benefiting Domino's and Papa John's. We'll see if it is the domino effect, as you mentioned. Scott, appreciate you joining us here on Midday Movers. We'll look at a few names you've got your eye on this afternoon as we head into the end of the week. Traders, that's Scott Bauer, the CEO of Prosper Trading Academy.